Hello, everyone.
Also,
Welcome to the
dude,
game.
still everyone, not enough people were showing up, so we were
Yeah,
gone for a
severe
month.
scheduling issues.
Yeah, we're not dead, don't worry.
Somewhat dead.
Someone's dead. Someone died recently. It was
Did
my.
they?
It was me. It was my motivation. It died rather quickly. Everyone, rip in the chat for that.
Put that in there. Okay. So we last left off with going to Pelton, or just almost getting there.
We left off with, like, Dave almost getting murdered, slashed in half.
Unfortunately, David cannot show up anymore because of scheduling problems for one reason or another.
So his
Wait,
ability.
permanently?
Yeah, he had to call. He had to call out again on it. I think. I'm not sure if he just doesn't have the time for it. Apparently. I mean,
Okay, so
he's always had that
he
weird
may have
moment where he always had a weird moment where you had like scheduling problems every now and then. It wasn't every campaign, but like every campaign, every now and then with a campaign, he would basically not have time. You know?
we'll just say his character just had other business to do at the time. Or maybe he was just really, really scarred by that experience and just said, fuck this.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
That's what I prefer to imagine.
Sometimes dodging a giant's club that could one shot you.
That wasn't a club. That was a cleaver. That was a
It's
big. That was a
clear.
big metal blade.
I forgot it was a giant chef.
Mm.
Like that was a big ass like metal like blade that could have just fucking split him in two if he got sliced.
I forgot we were attacked by giant Gordon Ramsay.
Well, technically, you attacked it. You guys
Well,
attacked
I
it
didn't
technically.
we didn't
Dave
attack
did.
it. A person attacked it.
Yeah, and then he.
I just want to talk to it.
Yeah. I got
I-
420 iron.
Anyway,
Anyway, yeah.
we last left off pretty much getting ready to go through the one bridge on the river. Pretty much one of Ajal's many rivers that go somewhere. Um,
Somewhere. My favorite place.
but yeah, when you walk towards the bridge seems alright. It's like made of stone, cobblestone and such. There's a street sound of water moving, and there's apparently some villagers on it, just sitting there at the like bridge itself, pretty much.
The bridge is trapped. I'm joking. I'm joking.
I mean, I check for trap.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm just
I mean, the two
because
people that are there
Yeah.
aren't armored at all.
Okay. So it's a
yeah,
false.
it's a joke.
So it's an
All
emotional.
they have is basically, at least from first glance, is a crappy like iron dagger, possibly for self defense,
Alrighty.
and the other guy just has a stick,
Wow. Is it a big stick?
big enough to be considered a club.
Ah.
Mm.
So is he holding it with one hand or two? That's the real
No, he
question.
just has it in his pocket.
Okay. I'm just in the pocket, not even hanging off the belt. It's that.
All right, now here's the question: do I have any reason to be suspicious in any way at all,
That depends on
based
your
on
person.
appearance? Based on appearance, probably not.
I wouldn't think so. And this is supposed to be the bridge into Pelton.
Yeah, this is like
Break-
this bridge ain't that far. You can actually see like Pelton
So like, yeah, so
from
like
like in the
assuming
horizon
that
a little
there's
bit.
literally nothing like suspicious or anything in any way at all, I'm just gonna walk through like it nothing.
Okay.
Indeed.
Yep.
Into Pelton we go.
As you're
Where,
walking
where,
past, you hear some chatter between the two the commoners there on the bridge. Apparently, they're talking about like how another miner was claimed by whatever was in the cave again. There's something in the cave. They just don't know.
huh.
What were we doing in the cave again? What was it?
We were going to We were going to explore the cave for the people that were paying for it.
Yeah, they're paying for you to figure out what's in the ruins.
Yeah.
Okay, and you see like tungsten light up, and he decides to just randomly ask these people what may be happening in the cave because they're going to investigate. He might seem socially awkward. I don't know. Let's see how socially awkward he is. No, he's actually he kind of interrupted, but he doesn't seem very awkward at all
He's
apparently. So yeah.
anyway. So you pretty much asked them that, and pretty much what they say is oh, there was apparently a there's some type of creature in the cave at the like recently. We don't know what it is because people that find it don't come. Well, usually when someone goes looking for it, they don't really come back.
Have you seen like corpses of people that have gone looking for it?
Hey, mainly a webbed body every now and
Spider or something potential. So
You could assume it's a spider or something then.
well,
then.
maybe not
I
always.
guess everyone's gonna be saying then
like
something with it.
completely
I guess
Yeah.
something with a what that makes webs.
something with
Apparently,
a something that is also a something or something.
Yeah.
it makes webs. Yeah.
So you're telling me there's something in there?
This joke has run its course already.
Yes.
Tungsten is a little worried, like because even though he seems really like resilient to a lot of things, he knows he's not invincible, and he fears if like because he's not very strong, he can be tied up very easily. He doesn't know what can happen.
That's kinky. In any case,
So I'm
um,
just I'm just gonna express my fears to MK Leosin.
well, that should be fine. Perhaps if it's just webbing, we could get something that has a bit of flame capability. Who actually? So Leosin wants to turn to the two people. So who actually owns the cave or is sponsoring any of these expeditions into it?
You have to speak to the mayor of the town.
All right.
Pretty
Thank
much,
you for
he
the
usually
directions.
knows what's going on. His name is Rolf or whatever it is. I don't know. He doesn't. He's not that important.
All right, we'll go speak to Geralt then.
Yeah. With that, you kind of noticed that there's some slight apathy to that, as if he just didn't care about the fucking guy at all, or just didn't feel like caring about him.
The person who investigated the cave or the mayor?
The mayor.
Okay. Well, then, Leosin, I guess will.
Might just be a falling out between the two, or it could just be like
Maybe the mayor's just not good at his job. It's entirely possible.
incompetency is a thing.
Yeah. Well, then I guess Leosin will say thank you for the information so far
And
then, and
so there's tungsten. Yeah.
yeah, and go looking for where the mayor's residence might be.
As they're walking, like Tungsten asks Uranium, how does he feel about this?
So, all honesty,
cough there.
I kind of left for that part of the session, so I don't even know much about the quest overall. So,
Oh, we're just investigating a cave for payment, basically.
And these villagers knew about like people going into the cave looking for the creature and disappearing, and apparently they were webbed.
Bodies showing up,
The
yes.
bodies, yeah.
spiders?
Oh, wait, well, they asked. They said we asked spiders, but they said it could be something. So
A
Hmm.
big
I
spider?
can, Tungsten asks he can come back and ask them if it involved fighters, since they're not that far off when he asked actually.
Wait, it can involve what?
I
Like,
think
what do you
it's
say,
just safe
Tokyo?
they just go ahead.
Tungsten asked like he can ask the others if the webbed corpses were fighters,
No, he
since
said
they're
no.
not
He
that
said
far off.
spiders.
It might be a spider creature, yes.
Uranium was asking if it might involve spiders.
No, I was confused because of the fighter part. That was what confused me, actually.
No one's
Yeah, I
said
got
fighter.
misheard. I misheard. Don't worry about it.
In any case, but
Okay.
yes, we're thinking that maybe there could be spiders involved because of the webbing.
Mm-hmm.
or similar creatures.
It could also
Many
be
things make
bandits
webs.
using webs as disguise.
Is that something that happens often?
Not often, but possible.
In any case, they said apparently the mayor might have information on exploring the cave, so I guess we're going to see him and now see if he can give us any more information about where we're supposed to be
mayor
exploring
nearby?
to.
Is the mayor nearby? Like, are they in Pelton?
I'd imagine they'd be inside Pelton, yes. So we're looking for
Okay.
a mayor building right now, basically.
All right, I see.
Mayor's residence. So, Gregory, I guess we're walking around till we see something that resembles a mayor's residence.
Yep.
Or asking if we need to.
Greg, awaken. Awaken what is within. Greg.
Greg? I guess he went
Awaken
to go
the
check on
soul.
his tea.
Probably. I'm just saying weird, creepy shit for fun, by the way.
Because you can.
Yep,
I mean,
pretty much.
everyone can. It's about how much fun you have doing it.
Yep.
You guys ever have that like feeling where your stomach just feels awful no matter what you eat for like several days in a row?
My stomach is an episode.
Mine's an episode too, but it's more of an episode of a horror thriller.
I see. Mine is just like hello.
Sorry
back.
about that. Needed to get my
Sorry.
stuff before for the cats outside got it.
Gotcha.
I see.
They would have probably would have sniffed at the fucking like the bag with the cheesesteak in it and would have like probably tried to rip it open.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like normal cat.
Yeah, cat things. Okay. Continue.
So we moved to Pelton at some point. Yeah, and look for a mayor building or something that looks like that.
So you arrive at Pelton. It's apparently a small. It's not that big of a. It's like a rather small town. Most of their gimmicks revolve around the mines. Like they have a blacksmith. Some people smell like working. There's like a whole like encampment thing set up near the mine itself. Various commodities such as like a smelter and such, and a bunch of tools lying around, and like makeshift tents for people who can't actually afford a house there.
Understandable.
You know, typical mine things. Anyway, I should probably mute while I'm doing this.
So what we're doing is looking for the mayor's residence, basically.
Yeah, sorry to give bag rummaging ASMR pretty much, but anyway.
Also, like,
So,
is Kane coming eventually, or is he always with us?
So he's not in there yet, but he'll be there like in like a second, pretty much.
Okay, just making sure. I just want to make sure I'm not ignoring him or something. I was worried.
That's fair.
Too much.
I mean, he said he'd be mute until he was introduced, so.
That's fair.
Right.
But
So-
again, both you and Scorpio, or him and Scorpio, have been like muting themselves, and they're just forgetting like to respond.
Yeah, you probably don't want to mute yourself because you'll probably forget about it.
And then we'll be screaming your name multiple times, and you still won't figure it out.
Fair enough.
Anyway, so you're in Pelton. There's a bunch of there are some like regular buildings and a few shops for necessities.
Alrighty. And we're looking for the mayor.
Yes.
It's good to know the
Yes.
shops exist. I might
Yeah.
grab a bite.
In the center, like the back area of Pelton, mainly like the one closest to the mountain, there is a town hall of sorts, and it pretty much has like people are going in and out of it. There's a notice board or two there, like every town has them. Usually, it's just a common way to get odd jobs done, pretty much. And like the town hall is not that great, like immensely crazy. It's not fancy looking. It's pretty basic for. 'Cause it's not a it's not a wealthy town. They're just making their ends meet off of fucking mining and metalworking, pretty much. Rather honest town is basically the whole description you're getting from this. Like a rather
Honest
honestly
town.
modest town, pretty much what it's work.
Tussen asks after they get some work done here if they can grab a bite to eat before they go in, even though he already ate a decent amount before.
I mean, I'm sure we could do so, yes, but we do need to still find the mayor first.
Well, you found the town hall.
Yeah, no, that's why I said. But that's why I said. So we're at the town hall. So let's go in and see if we can find the actual mayor. As we walk in, what do we see?
When you walk into the cobblestone wood building, there's it's apparently like a desk at the front, like as always, and there's a gnome, a stool,
Ah,
very tall stool because he's short.
the joke was had. All right, I guess Leosin approaches.
Do I know he is on a stool? Oops.
The table doesn't has a gap in the bottom of it. You can tell there's some type of
Yeah, I
chair.
know it is. I have common sense apparently. Yeah.
Yes, there is a stool according to your roll.
Yeah. The stool was an illusion the whole time. Hey guys.
Yeah.
Turns out it's not a gnome. Turns out it's not a gnome. It's just a person. A regular person.
To the gnome then and goes, hello there. Are you a receptionist here of some sort?
With his big nose. Is why yes.
His nose says it? Is that what you mean by that?
No, there's just a lot of nasal fucking nasally like pronunciations that he just starts doing.
Alright. Start okay. Well, could you point us in the direction of the mayor?
Sure thing, he's over there and he points to the right. Towards the office room.
Alright, well, thank you then. Do we have to make an appointment or anything to see him?
No.
Or is it just a walk in?
No, just he's there. Don't worry about it.
Alrighty.
He doesn't do that much.
The doors?
They're just medium-sized doors for people.
Okay.
Yeah,
so you just see like tungsten squeezing through occasionally as they go by.
Same.
Yes, you probably have to duck to your.
Roll acrobatics.
Okay.
Let's see if he gets stuck in a fucking door.
Let me see my acrobatics for a second. Hold on. Let me see my acrobatics for a second. Acrobatics. Oh, okay. I invested nothing into it, so it's just simple. Let's see. Oh my gosh, I'm really
as graceful as a fat catfish.
Not as much for me.
Well, you still succeed anyway. It was like a DC of 5. It was only there for the sake of like comic relief if it does happen.
Tungsten did it with gracefulness. Uranium did it with aptitude.
Yeah, there's some damage on the fucking lining of that door now. Once Fernandez went through it.
Oh, uranium. I hope we don't have to pay for that.
Just don't say anything.
Hear Tungsten say, just don't say anything about it.
I will.
Say anything about what?
I will. Yeah, no, he's right. Nothing's wrong. And as we enter the mayor's office.
I
have no idea what you're talking about.
It tries to be a nicely like a somewhat nicely dressed, like basically shirt and a vest. The guy with small glasses is apparently, let's see what his race is. I'm gonna roll it right now.
Oh man.
Oh boy.
Let's see.
For a second there, I thought you were gonna say what racist is he?
Yeah. How racist is he?
That's what I thought you said. I thought you said it. How
it wasn't just me. Good.
I'm like, I'm gonna say, oh boy.
Does he happen to hate birds and fish?
Let's see how many valid choices are there for this situation. Like 8.
He despises all creatures of the animal kingdom. No wonder he's a minor.
He's just a minor.
Just a minor.
It's a Hydralian.
Hydral.
All right.
Just human.
Yeah, this guy apparently has like some metal mark. He has some like tin markings in some of his teeth, and pretty much yeah, he's apparently looking. He's apparently like discussing like floor plans with like the floor plan for a fucking mining cave, pretty much like how to go about it,
I see.
and with some other guy. Well, he was doing it with some other guy, but now he's just checking it. You could tell, mainly because you could tell there's like some other like commodities that were there that are just burnt out by now, like used up cigars and shit.
Also,
Understand?
I'm gonna send my AFK, but I'm still listening.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So, I guess Leosin approaches in and goes, "Hello there.
Ah, hello. Who would you be? Pretty much.
Well, we're a small group looking to help with the exploration of the cave that you posted work for."
Oh, that, yeah. There's no problems with that. Apparently, there's a bit of a situation down there. They don't know. Apparently, talks of like spiders, fucking ruins, all that crap. It's not sure if they're linked to in one way or another, or just natural subterranean creature bullshit. Yes, he does say it this way, by the way. Like exactly.
Yeah, very, very Farmer John-esque speaking.
He's just fucking no filter.
Handyman John. Alrighty.
But we were definitely looking for someone to go in there and deal with it.
Well, if you have any information to offer, then
Well, the ruins that was breached apparently is remember it's doesn't seem like there weren't anything of like magical nature that we noticed there right away. At least from what little knowledge we have on it.
I'm back. Sorry.
And there wasn't really any hints of any history involving it, so we kind of just had to let someone just has to go in there and find out for themselves. Since we're not equipped to actually go through one as if it's loaded with traps and such.
I see.
Casualties are expensive.
What kind of traps? Tungsten asks.
We don't know. We just didn't risk it. We didn't want to risk it
Understandable.
because it's
He says you are very wise in that regard, for sure.
because ruins these days can be quite dangerous.
Yeah, I get that. I get that. I wouldn't like yeah.
Well, how far did you actually get into the cave before finding the ruins?
Essentially, we took a good look in the room that it breached, but that's about it. And it was there were some there wasn't really that much going on in that one room. It was mainly a hallway.
All right.
But we didn't really want to go further with it since we had other plans to do. So we tried to board it up and keep going. But then a few days later, it broke open. The boards were gone. They were broken.
I see. So, out of anyone who's been sent there so far, has anyone returned?
There was one other person that tried to go through there.
And?
It was a green little dude. Mainly about this high. He starts pointing down at his like waist for measurement. And apparently wanted to pilfer whatever was in there as well. But we don't care. Like whatever he finds this is, but he hasn't come back yet.
I see. So for this, for this job in general, are you just hoping for us to map what we can get of the cave? Or
Well, since there's been recent problems, we much rather just have the area cleared out, if anything.
Understandable.
That way, nothing starts coming out of it and trying to murder the fucking miners. What happens
That's
later
also
is completely if we have time or money to do it. Pretty much.
I see. Did you already have a reward set for this task?
Yes, we can pretty much. What we can offer you is we can't really offer money, but we do have something nice that we can offer you. He pulls out
What
a
can you describe the nature?
he pulls he freaking pulls out like a out of his drawer a small box. He opens it and there's apparently just glows blue inside as soon as it hits the light. Just like light hits it pretty much.
He asked, describe the nature of this thing first.
Of the thing I'm holding,
Yes.
it is a rather large sapphire.
Okay, fair enough. I understand.
Fair enough.
I just have to know. I just have to know what I'm getting myself into first. That's all.
He slides it over and shows that it's a decent size one. It's larger than a normal one. It might be like equivalent of like two normal sapphire pieces in terms of
see.
size.
All right.
It'll certainly help. That'll do. What do you think about this uranium?
Yeah, one of the miners found this like a week ago, and it's we don't really have anything I can do with it, and jewelers don't
think
really come this far out anyway.
let me double check if I actually do have shield crafting. I'm pretty sure I do. No, sadly I did not get it, but I will still roll it. I plan on getting it. I just didn't have time yet.
If
Yeah,
you're rolling it anyway, you're gonna have a -5. Just so you know.
Is there any sort of appraisal that could be done on this item? Like, is it just general intelligence to do that, or
14.
Appraisal is a profession skill too. You would have penalties if you don't have it.
okay? Can I make some sort of alchemical appraisal of this object, or would I?
Yes, you could find out what it's useful for. If you do, you won't know the value of it. You just will know how useful it is for alchemy.
Sure, why not? I would like to do an alchemical appraisal of it to see if it has any use to me. That's a 19.
So, let me get your data for Sapphire. So, sapphires can be used to make frozen immunity potions.
Ah, immunity.
Like it has some the innate ice magic, and it can shield you from being frozen. Or if you want to use it a different way, it does have a lot of the elemental aspect of it consists of mainly ice and earth, which it has a lot of ice and a decent amount of earth in it for elemental aspect.
Understandable. It did come from the ground.
Kingston is thinking about like.
In other words, you could use this
like
to make an
armor
okay
protection.
level, like an okay strength acid resistance potion, or a rather strong ice resistance potion if you wanted to as well.
I see. All right, that's not bad. That's not a bad reward.
It has like basically there's 3 valid things you can make it into.
Acid resistance, ice resistance, and what was the
Frozen
third?
immunity
Oh,
for
frozen
duration.
Okay. So there are 2 different potions. One for the frozen.
Well, if
status.
items have acid, basically just as like a logic here, anything with an elemental aspect probably can be made into a resistance potion.
Yeah, but immunity is a different thing. So
Yeah, Sapphire's exclusive thing is you can become immune to being frozen for a duration, like an hour, pretty much.
or just make it into general ice immunity or ice resistance. I mean,
Or if acid resistance is a rock, so it basically has earth aspect to it.
got you. All right. And anything else we find in the cave, that's no problem if it's taken.
And we don't need it. It's probably honestly, if you're willing to go through there, you earned it. Good enough.
I mean, it doesn't inspire confidence, but it's very nice of you to say that.
Well, because what if this wasn't enough for it for one reason or another? I'm much rather just let you guys keep what you find in there rather than like try to say, oh, we need all this.
I see.
Sure.
You take what you get, basically.
Okay.
Fair enough.
By getting, I mean pilfering the fucking ruins.
We'll try not to destroy them. So tungsten uranium. Does this sound fair to you?
All right. Meanwhile,
He's willing to explore it, but he's gonna hunt for a really, really long stick because he thinks that might be useful.
I'll be putting you
Oh
in
yeah,
game in a
that
second.
reminds me. I need to go buy iron.
This mine does get a bit of iron, but it's mostly titanium that it gets. Just so you know.
It's always titanium. I don't know why.
Titanium is a
fact.
very useful material.
Titanium for uranium.
And Hydral is known as one of the largest sources of titanium in the entire fucking continent of Xeris.
Gotcha. What were you gonna say, Gregory?
I was just letting Kane know that I'm going to introduce him after this occurrence,
Alrighty.
or at least get him involved somewhere in the town.
I mean, I guess if unless either tungsten or uranium have any more questions.
That's
'cause it
pretty
does-
straightforward. He doesn't seem like he has any information that, and if he does, he's not willing to give it. So it's pretty straightforward job. Go in, clear whatever's inside, take whatever you want.
As long as it's not in the mines itself, he doesn't care.
Understandable.
Like the ruins, he's fine with that. What are you guys thinking? It? Don't mess with just don't pilfer ore, pretty much.
Wait, he doesn't want us to filter any of the ore?
From the mines.
How will he
They
know
didn't want
the
you to steal their
difference?
profit. Yeah.
Because that's his operation, not the ruins is not
Yeah.
part of his operation.
Out of curiosity, how will he know what's pilfered and what's not?
I guess if it's
He-
I guess if
There's
it's
a
most
guy
likely-
watching the fucking mines. He'll know.
yeah.
I see.
Like a diviner or something?
We could just not steal any of the ore that's our.
There are ways. There are ways. He might notice. He might not notice. But this is out of character. He might notice. He might not notice.
Out of
It
character
depends.
wise, he does have a friend that's helping him out with this.
See. Basically, what MK said. Let's not do that.
I can respect that.
Alrighty.
Unless your character wants to mess around with ore, especially. But yeah.
I guess I have to buy iron then.
Why would
It's
you
like
want to steal iron? It's not even worth the trouble it would cause.
Pretty like I get it's like
Well,
going
the idea wasn't to steal. My idea was like instead of buying iron, just grab random iron in the mine.
I mean,
but
maybe
apparently
we
can't.
Wait,
maybe
wait,
we
hold on.
could inside the ruin if veins.
Like the mine, looting the mines is off limits itself. Like the
Hold on,
ruins
we can-
is like your only area you can loot
we
in.
can take the iron from the bandits as well from the previous area, but we have to be prepared to handle bandits potentially.
Yeah,
Didn't you
I understand.
technically grab iron equipment from bandits already?
No, I'm
Well, yeah,
just
but I
saying you
can
can
do-
mine out there. It's technically tungsten, but still you can mine stuff there if you want.
Well,
First of all,
thing
that
is,
mine was
itself.
also titanium. Second of all, you could just melt down their weapons and weapons that you fucking took off of them, probably.
well, we need someone who actually understands smithing and probably a smithing location to actually do that.
You're in one.
Well, I guess I'll take care of that after we talk to the big guy. Or finish talking to
All
the big
mining
guy.
towns usually have a blacksmith. Like that's just common knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, if no one else has any questions, I guess we would just say thank.
Otherwise, they
you
wouldn't be able to
to
maintain their pickaxes and shit, basically.
We say
Mhm.
thank you to the mayor for the information.
Tungsten
Then
says
just go.
thank you. Yeah, Tungsten says thank you as well.
Have a nice day.
He always says thank you. Yeah.
Look, all right. Now, just go. Go. I'm gonna
Yeah,
get
we
up for
go.
business to tell you now.
And as we're walking out, Tungsten orders food. He gets a ration portion of food.
You just go out the door. I order food.
Just immediately order
in the
food
reception
somewhere.
room.
No, not in the reception room. But
Go
when
to
we
the
walk out of
no,
the
"Hey,
building.
do you got any food here?"
Right,
No, I
you were
don't
very
do that.
specific. You said I go
No.
out of here and order food.
No,
You didn't say
I go
looking for
out of the
somewhere to get
building. I
She's
go
like,
out
"Oh,
of the
order."
building
I demand
and
your
look for a
finest
food
food.
building. I look for a food building.
You find a building with the word food written on it.
I immediately go there. Like immediately, like I gravitate towards it.
Apparently,
Like,
it's
you
apparently
think
a food stand.
I ask what are they cooking, or if can I smell what it smells like? What does it smell like?
Can I smell what it looks like?
Yeah, can I
It
smell
has a
what it
rather
looks like?
earthly smell to it.
I thought I was kind of like half asleep.
Are you
I just
okay,
thought-
Scorpio? I'm just gonna say
No,
that
that's how I
much.
that's how I normally am. It's just you haven't heard me speak too much.
Okay. Anyway, and the bit right dropped for like a second there. Oh well. So you're right at the stand. There's apparently like this guy's cooking food with like God knows what. Apparently it has a rather earthly smell to it while he's making it.
Does it smell good though?
It's okay.
I see.
Not the
And I
best.
ask, what is he making on the stand?
He's making minor stew.
Minor stew. Okay. What does it consist of?
Miners.
Hope not.
He says, "Oh, just some cave carrots, some deep roots,
What- Is a cave carrot different from a normal carrot?
All right. Hold on.
some
Just
deep
give me a
roots,
moment.
some
Oops, I did that wrong. I did that wrong. But like based on that plus 2, a 6. Does that sound dangerous to me based on that roll?
Is that rolling? Are you just rolling a 0-20?
Oh, 0. What the hell am I doing? Hold on. I think it rolled correctly anyway, but do you want me to re-roll it anyways? I'm trying not to cheat. Do you want me to re-roll it anyway?
There's no danger here. You don't need to roll
Okay.
anything. This guy's just
Okay.
trying
Yeah,
to
I just say it's fine. I said I'll try it. Like how much?
This
Like
one miner is basically just trying to make do with make a side business while
yeah.
he like off the job pretty much while he's like there
Yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah, I just always check what I'm eating basically. So like, how much is it basically?
He looks at you. Roll a
Me?
charisma check.
Okay. See,
This just
roll
determine
d20 minus 1. I actually do really damn good,
He says
apparently.
for you 5 DR and he hands you a wooden bowl of like a brown
Alright.
like stew.
He says that sounds great, and I accept it, and I thank him.
It's got like some roots like crawling that like slowly like creeping out of it, out of the sides of it.
Wait, is it moving?
No, it just looks like it's creeping out of it by the
Oh,
way it
okay,
looks.
that's fine. And I thank him with a smile as I return with the others.
It also has like some rabbit meat and stuff in it as well.
I
Oh, that's
see.
nice. It's a little it's a working man stew, is what you're saying.
Pretty much.
Mm,
Hearty. All right. Well, I guess after eating, we can get into the cave then.
Yep. And
As you're arriving,
also like on the way, Tungsten tries to look for like a
hold on 1 minute.
tree or something with a long stick.
Okay.
Sorry.
Um,
So I'm
so
gonna roll
Kane,
that.
you arrive into the town of Pelton after hints of so you just have a feeling there's something like about that ruins that you heard about in the notice boards or seen and possibly heard about while on the way there pretty much because you know some people talk about things that they just notice sometimes.
Also, I did my saving throw wrong, but it's still good. Um, can I like look for a tree that has a really, really, really long branch?
Yes, you can.
Can I search for that? Okay, I'm gonna roll for that. I do really poorly.
You find a splinter.
A splinter. I take the splinter and I say, "This will help us trigger." No, not really. I throw it away. I'm just kidding. Do we have anything that can like trigger traps except myself? I ask. You know what? I find
Okay,
a rock. I'm gonna look for a rock. That shouldn't be too hard, right?
okay, and what do you want to do now? You're here. You're in Pelton now.
Pelton.
I'll probably find a rock, right?
Can you mute yourself again?
No.
No?
Okay.
Am I muted? Oh, never mind.
No, you're fine, Scorpio.
I was confused.
Just making sure you weren't muted.
He's trying to introduce Kane, Scorpio.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Sorry, I was paranoid. Sorry. I didn't
Yeah,
understand.
y- y-
Okay.
You're fine. You're fine.
So-
I was unmuted for like the past few minutes.
Okay. But anyway, you arrive at Pelton with hints of going off a lead of a ruins, a potential ruins in the area, and you're not sure if it's involved in anything that related to you, but you're just gonna take that chance, essentially.
Mhm.
Pelton is a small, obviously, like pretty much the same thing applies here. Pelton's a small town, small mining town, has a blacksmith, a few stores for general purposes, and
Mhm.
it's pretty much people know who, like everybody here pretty much because of how small it is.
Okay.
What would you like to do? You're here and you're pretty much you could currently see two fishmen at a food stall and a burb.
What? Also, I'm
In-
greedily eating the food, even though it's like mediocre.
It pretty
I'm
much
just like
it's very
I just
bland.
putting it. I'm just putting it in my mouth. Like I'm not eating it spoonful. I'm eating it bowl full. It's like the bowl, like plump.
Your guy just eats the bowl.
Yeah.
Just
in intrigued, Reksha will my character will head straight for the fish man.
Which one?
Right.
which one? There's two.
I am the one that's eating like crazy. I'm the tungsten one on the icon. You can
They're both
Like,
eating in a
Okay,
voracious
hold
They're
manner.
both eating crazy, but he's eating more.
yeah.
So now head
So,
to that
some
fishman, the one who's eating like crazy.
and like let's see. Do I even notice you while I'm eating? While I'm stuffing my face? Do I even notice you?
Roll it.
Let's
Roll
see.
it.
Yeah, I
Do you
do
see-
notice you. I just look up and surprisingly, oh hello, with the food on my muzzle and
Hello there.
everything. Hello.
Hello, fishman.
He says, where do you come from? Basically, because he's never seen snake people before.
Well, he
He's
doesn't
just
look
curious.
quite like a snake person. He does have some abnormalities to him.
Like what?
Well, for one, he's a little. He has some like mutations, possibly from overworldly sources. Some like my appearance mutations, very much. That's about it.
I see. I just say,
Mhm.
I just say hello. I'm just curious about the person, like where he comes from and all that.
I honestly don't remember.
I see.
Quite a problem to have.
Was there anything you're about to do or looking for someone to do? He just asks.
Well, I was wondering what you were eating there. And can I have some?
He looks at his food and he looks at you and he looks at his food and he looks at you and he looks at his food and he looks at you. He says, yeah, sure, I can. He's a nice guy, so he says, yeah, sure, but he's mostly eaten though. You can
Okay.
eat this if you want.
There is a piece of a cave carrot, a single piece of root, and a little bit of broth. That is all that's left.
He says, I can buy more if you like.
It's actually really cheap because it's crap food.
Oh,
Low
that'd be
quality
so
food.
nice. That would be
Okay,
nice.
so
Thank you.
he's like, all right. So he comes and like asks the guy, the food stand guy, if he can get another one if it's all right.
Yeah, sure. I got a whole container of it. He pulls out this big ass pot, like crock pot, and just like begin after like about 2 minutes of just frantically cooking. He basically makes a bunch of bowls.
I see. And yeah, so like Tungsten gets like I don't know, 3 bowls or something,
He
basically.
spent 15 since this person apparently likes you as a person apparently.
Yeah, he likes the thick
Yep.
fishes.
Yep. He's into that. So that's 20 DR total that I spent.
Mm-hmm.
And I have like 2 of them to myself. I have one for the snake person, which I don't know the name of yet, but I see it on the icon. There you go.
And of course, Leosin is near Tungsten at the moment, just looking at the person, just going, hello there. I'm Leosin. Can I
Oh,
ask you?
hello, Birdman.
Hello, man.
From your perspective, Kane, this bird has faded. It looks like a peacock with faded colors.
He does. He looks quite sickly in his of his own physical form. Can you actually describe your character, Kane? Do you have like a description of them?
Sure. Actually, I have right here. Uh, you pretty much see like a giant snake man with like chitinous arms. Like he, like he doesn't have more scales. They look more chitinous, like a bug.
Oh, chitinous.
Chitinous. Yes.
Yeah.
Kind of a
I
weird
don't know how
word.
to spell chitin. Yeah.
Yeah. Chitin is very strange as a word. But
He
I see.
also like he also like feel is like what's the right word? Very concerning aura around him. Like he seems friendly, but like there's something off about him.
I see. So you're saying he looks like a snake but sectioned.
Yes.
There we okay.
Actually,
I barely managed to just fit everything in.
What have we said about eating too much? Love?
It wasn't that much, was it?
It was food for his fault. That's what matters.
I mean, I suppose as long as it was cheap, it's not that bad. Sorry.
I mean, it was a little bit bland and earthly, but that's about it.
In any
mm.
case, what is your name, Snake Person?
Oh, Reksha is Reksha.
Extra.
Yes.
He says that's a good name as he's stuffing his face.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Um,
Sounds nice.
the
Wait, where is
large.
the plate?
What?
Didn't you say you're going to give me a plate?
Oh, he handed you one.
I already gave it to you. I already gave
Oh.
it to you earlier.
Yeah, he handed you a bowl.
Oh, I'm sorry. I must
Yeah.
have. I must.
Well,
have
you
not
see,
heard
what
that.
happened was you already ate it, and you're like,
It was
He just
gone.
hands you one at the
And then I
end.
gave myself
Before it
2
touched
more.
your hands.
You know what? Yeah, that's
I
The moment
exactly
it
what
moves
happened.
from the stand to you, it's like empty already or something like that.
So sorry, I don't know
like
how that
what happened. What happened was like Tungsten already ate one, and then he went to the stand and got 2 more for himself and 1 for you, and they overate anyway because he got near the stand, so he overate anyway.
Well, Rexon, it's nice to meet you. As I said, I'm Lias. The one who's handed you food is Tungsten, and the one beside us is Uranium, with the large shield. It's nice to meet you. Um, why are you within town?
I was sent here by tall, tall. He was a fucking high elf, you idiot. He covers his mouth.
It
What
would
what
be
what, what
surprising if a
happened? What
high
did he
elf was
say?
talking about it because
What did he say basically?
pretty much what happened was he has double personality.
Oh, I see.
So I imagine we just see the snake. So is it like in a different voice? The snake.
basically
talks?
just it's from your perspective
Yes.
it looks like a schizo moment, but
Yes.
Tungsten looks a bit surprised that his boyfriend was like kind of, but he's like, but I'm assuming that the schizo part was like evident and he understands.
it could just be this guy could just had mental problems probably, or it could just be
Plus,
magical
he
issues.
looked very sorry. Plus, he looked very sorry afterwards, so he's like, he's fine.
Well, the reasoning
Very
behind it
sure.
is yet to be shown, like directly.
Rickshaw is very sorry.
Leosin just like looks at him a moment. Then, how tall is Rexhaw?
seven and seven seven
Take your
inches.
time.
7 inches.
No, I'm not kidding.
That'd be a very small
7 foot
person.
1. 7'1".
7'1". Okay.
Just imagine, like, you just have a microscopic snake.
Yeah, 7'1". Then I guess that Leosin will do what he often has to do with Tungsten, and he will get on his tiptoes to pat the snake on the shoulder, and it's just like, it's fine, it's understandable.
And
So
Tungsten says all right. After he knows that Leosin is not like offended or anything about it.
I mean, it's good to be sent here. Did the High Elf tell you anything when he sent you here, or was it just that you should come here?
He said he had contact here. Someone who can help me.
I see.
Can you
Well,
find him?
He didn't give description. He just said he knew someone here.
that sounds like quite a problem.
The vagueness of it makes it
wizard's
quite
name-
difficult to find who it was. Although there was rumors, just out of game wise, there is rumors of a monk in Pelton. Like just out of game wise, you guys just never found this one.
Mhm.
And that might be his contact. Because apparently could be another person that has to deal with a similar situation.
I see. So Tungsten asks, do you know any details of this person or anything, or no?
Well, from
I
what
see.
from what High Elf Man told me, he was a monk.
Monk.
Oh, I see. So
Okay.
like me then. I see.
Yes. Except I think he said he was human.
That's also
Yeah, no, like Tungsten says no. I don't mean me. But like we share that in common. Is what I meant.
So they lost the
Oh.
translation for information.
Sorry.
No, you're
Um,
right. Relax. You're fine.
Question.
yes.
Yeah.
You two know of the High Elf's name was Lucilius. Do you know him?
Can we roll history on that?
That seems like a
We're
history
pretty.
check.
We're pretty sheltered. Actually, do I know that by any chance? Let me see if I
It
know that.
might be history. So
Oh,
I
that's
have
It might be history.
I have
that's
some.
11, not 6.
11. All right.
Yeah.
No common history would aid you here, at least.
I could have done history.
Unfortunately.
Do you allow a second roll or no?
History.
Well, individually, like everyone can roll at once.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably don't. Yeah, probably don't know. That's
I'm the
Scorpio,
closest one that
do you
can
have
probably get to
wait,
it.
you have history skill, don't you, Scorpio?
No, I don't. This is all intelligence.
You're just trying to think of who it might be.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have this common
I knew
knowledge.
this one guy at a bar.
This
I
is
knew
just
this-
common knowledge stuff. Yeah.
I knew this guy who worked at Nintendo.
Yeah. His name was
Yeah.
Lucilius. He gave me a free copy of Mother 3.
Pretty much.
I wonder how he's doing nowadays.
Anyway. Essentially, unfortunately, Scorpio, what you assumed it was for like were you trying to think of the mage or the contact?
The elf.
Okay. You do know some rumors involving at least know a little bit about high elves in general. They tend to like to use magic a lot. Could be it definitely is some wizard of some. It could be a wizard of some sorts, or a cleric, depending on how you look at it. But you don't have any other information besides that because you don't exactly have any historical knowledge of
So I really, really, really don't know besides ultra surface stuff.
Besides
Not even a
stereotypes and
bit.
shit, basically.
Yeah. And so Tungsten just says, in all honesty, that he
The
doesn't
commentary.
know, but he's willing to like help since but at the moment they're gonna go check on on a dangerous cave.
Oh. Can Rexha come?
If you,
So Tungsten just looks surprised and says, "Do you want to?"
Yes.
I mean, you're welcome to do so if you have something that you can. I would say as long as you can help, then yes. More
At
the
least they'll
merrier.
give me something to fucking kill. Sorry.
I mean, possibly they do sound like they're monsters there, so that doesn't sound all that bad.
Could be something
So
spooky down there that you might want to deal with.
so Tungsten just clarifies that they're helping out
The
they're
mayor.
helping out Pelton and the mayor, yeah, to clear out a potential creature. And there was he explains everything with the corpses and the webs, etc., etc. Explains the whole thing to him.
And the mayor has indeed specified that he wants the ruins cleared, so he does not. So I imagine he would not mind whatever's down there disappearing.
Oh,
Mhm.
actually, I will not mind.
I mean, that's good. Is Rexhaw good at making monsters disappear?
Maybe. He doesn't fucking know.
Well, that's better than
He says
nothing.
he doesn't mind people following, but he says to watch his back from monsters and stuff because he doesn't want casualties. But he welcomes anyone who wants to follow.
I will say this, Scorpion, you did almost witness a casualty several hours ago in game.
Yes.
That was just the hand of fate telling you no.
You can call it that if you want.
I mean, what else are you gonna call it
Mhm.
besides a
True.
mathematical anomaly?
But it was fucking hilarious.
It was.
Anyway,
Just a cat. Sorry. Yep.
there cats.
No, continue. It's just a cat. Just ignore it. It's just a cat. Continue.
The cat will try to make itself known.
Yep.
Cats always do.
So anyway,
Yeah.
pretty much basically getting introduced and talking.
Oh yeah. Also, Greg, one more thing. I find a rock with the 11. If that's something I find
You found a
easily,
rock.
probably. Okay,
It,
continue.
it,
I'm gonna
it is a
AFK, but I'm gonna
mountainside.
listen.
You could find a rock just by looking anywhere.
I would literally have to roll one. I got it. But I'm gonna AFK, but I'm gonna listen.
Okay.
Continue.
So, you know where you have to go here. You can still do other things in the town if you like. That's pretty much a what if here, whatever.
Yeah.
So, what would you guys want to do before taking on the job?
And shopping,
What would you want?
iron.
You go to the blacksmith, the local blacksmith,
Where's
who's
the
most of the
blacksmith?
time is just working on trying to make sure nothing breaks down in an entire place, because
Let me just
that's his main
check.
purpose being there pretty much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm just gonna check real quickly how many pounds of iron do I need.
Probably ain't too much.
I need 9 pounds of iron, I believe.
Allow me to explain you the price of iron, which is very low and minuscule.
Very well.
It is 3 DR a pound.
Okay, I take 9 pounds.
Unless
of
you're
iron.
literally broke as fuck, you're gonna fucking fail that.
Yes,
You have
I
to-
take.
A man with pennies could buy that.
Okay, so let me just get 9 times 3, so that's the 27. Okay. Okay, what's the next tier to iron?
And that'd be bronze. Actually, that'd be bronze. They don't
Oh,
have
bronze.
bronze here.
Isn't bronze lower than iron?
No, actually, bronze is more reliable than iron in this setting. More
Oh, okay.
reliable.
Also, Bronze contains copper, which is a little bit valuable somewhat. Also, tungsten does something as well when you're done.
You can go. I'll think if I need anything else.
Okay, so like Tungsten is also gonna visit some of the shops and he's gonna find a fuck off stick. That's what he's gonna find, a fuck off stick. Can
You
I
find
find a fuck off stick?
Are you
Can I
finding one
know
in the
what
store
roll?
or on the ground somewhere?
In a store basically.
You
Really,
what is a fuck
really
off
long,
stick?
really
gonna-
long device of
So
some.
you're just gonna go to a vendor and say, "Hey, I need a fuck off stick."
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I'll ask the vendor for a fuck
Please
off
give me your
stick.
fuck off stick.
The vendor is like skeptical. If this is a joke or something else, because it's like
I
no
don't
one is-
blame him.
because he's calling it a fuck off stick.
So Tungsten notices his
He
social
didn't
awkwardness.
finds
He
a
says,
broken broom in the corner and just puts that and just uses the hand, like rakes off the rest of it. Gives him a handle. And it's like that'll be 10 DR.
he's like, all right, that's like, is this the longest stick available? He asks.
Yes.
Okay, so he accepts it and he pays the 10 DR. Here you go. Buy it.
You just hear a sigh of relief or disappointment, just depending on how you look at it.
Thank
A
God
sigh
I
of
didn't
relief
get
or
robbed.
disappointment, depending on how you look at it. From having to deal with that situation and actually resolving it without a fucking random like screaming person in the store.
Elias is just talking to Rexon, so you say you don't remember anything, yes? It's Kane here.
Sorry, it's funny.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, sorry. I was talking, Elias is talking to Rexon, so you say you don't remember anything, yes?
No. His
No?
mind was fucking erased. What do you think? Sorry.
Does your friend that also speaks have a name
That's
as
a
well?
terrible noise.
He does not have name. I wish not to speak of him.
Don't mind me. I'm just doing stupid things in the corner.
I get you. I see. All right. Is it better to just not acknowledge him then?
As best as you can. Fuck you.
All right. Then I will only refer to Rexon then.
Yeah, because that was actually directed at me. Sorry.
It's fine. And he just pats Rexon on the shoulder again. I'm gonna guess. Where was the last place you remember being before here, Rexon?
He shivers.
Is it not a good question?
Not a good question.
All right.
Not now, anyways.
All right then. We'll see a bit after we get to the cave then. If you want to continue traveling with us, if you like us enough, that sounds like a fair idea. If it might be something that has crossed your mind.
Very well. No.
Well, like I said, we'll see after the cave then.
Okay.
Is there anything you need before we go exploring?
How do you fight?
How do I fight?
Yes. You say you want to kill stuff, so I assume you know how to fight.
I mean, I have sword.
You're a
So,
swordsman?
yeah, short sword.
I mean,
guess
that's
you-
fair.
I guess you can fight in the front lines with us then.
I can remember a few things in my past, but not a lot. Mostly just how to fight and hunt.
Hunting is good. It means food.
Mhm.
Yeah. And thanks to Lucilius, I know a few other things as well.
Well, that's good. All right. Well, if everyone is prepared, I would say we could probably head to those ruins then.
When in doubt.
And you
I
see
have a character-
Tungsten arrive with his
Does
stick.
anyone need any shopping in particular, like basic tools, gear? Or
I mean,
anything
you
like
are
that?
going into ruins. You don't
Yeah.
know what you might encounter.
Tungsten has no idea how this stuff works. Rope, maybe?
I do have rope.
Rope, lamp oil, bombs. I don't know.
I think you want bombs in a cave.
Yeah, that
It's
sounds
yeah,
horrible.
it's making a reference.
Yes, only handmade.
and and
Bombs,
Tungsten
rope, you want it? It's yours, my friend.
and Tungsten questions himself why he said bombs. He doesn't know how that slipped. I don't know why he said bombs. I'm sorry.
Come back when you're a little
Do you also have
richer.
another voice in your head? Is this
He says,
contagious?
Come back when you're richer.
Rickshaw will go get lantern.
Lantern's a fair idea.
Actually, hold on.
I
Before I do
agree.
that,
Just
this
ignore
isn't
the bomb part.
hold on. This is an out of game question, or I don't know. But who here has dark vision?
I don't.
Or some type of night vision,
And I don't
basically.
either. So none of us, I guess. Oh wait. Does the abyssal goatee have it? Uranium?
I don't think so, but I will check. But I'm pretty sure. I'm 90% sure now. So
Most of
still
you
like
don't even
basic.
have like high enough perception to even get night vision that way as well.
Mm-hmm.
So
Fair enough.
having a depth in perception gives you night vision, by the way.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's neat.
This has like a heads up for anyone who's
Mhm.
curious about it.
It's good to know.
For anyone
Okay.
watching, basically.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hilariously enough, my small minions do have night vision.
Just tie a rope to them and tie them to you and make them walk forward and just use them as, as a guide rail.
Then I buy. In that case, I buy the whole group lanterns with a good amount of lamp oil.
Oh,
They do have the okay amount of lanterns. They don't have too many, fortunately, because miners use them a lot.
All right.
so
Who would have
and,
guessed?
and so Rexhawn just comes back carrying an armful of lantern.
And like a fucking gallon flask of fucking lamp oil.
He
Oh.
just holds that with his tail.
Oh, well, thank you,
Like a
Rexhawn.
big old bottle, like jug or something.
That's a creative use of your tails, actually.
I mean, it's not a proper like thing you can like grab her, but it is.
I don't know, I'm looking at the image. I don't know. Does he have two tails on the in character?
I don't think the
Actually,
image is
Where
representative.
is the image actually?
Actually,
No, I'm
you know,
looking
I
at
should
I'm looking at
probably-
his icon.
If
I
you
should
want, I
probably
can
change
send it
that.
over.
You can if you
actually
want.
should-
We'll see it
I
in a
should-
map in soon. So
For
I
example.
should still probably change that so you guys would
Tail
know.
or tails, whichever applies. Basically.
I'm just imagining he's a Naga. I don't think the profile pic is meant to be his character.
Yeah, that is actually what is meant to happen.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Two tails, kinky. Holy moly.
But basically, he just says that's a very creative use, basically. That's basically what he says. He doesn't say like anything weird. He doesn't say you have two tails, you have one. He
Weird.
doesn't say one tail, you have two.
what kind of weird, huh?
You can
So weird that doesn't get discussed during game time.
There you go.
All right. I guess I will attach lantern to belt then.
So he says
Are these like hood lanterns or what are they like?
That's a good
Assuming he
question.
bought one for everybody, and it's
Yeah, I bought one for
the
everybody.
normal lantern, so it's like 25 DR each.
All right. And what type of? So we talk about when you say normal, do you mean like just like those
A regular
glass,
run-of-the-mill
glass-
lantern, pretty much.
So
I'm
one
gonna
that just
hold
goes
one
in-
of these.
So one that just goes in a radius. Gotcha. Good
I'm
to
just
know.
gonna hold one of these because I don't really use weapons or anything, so I might as well.
Hey Greg, I'm just gonna attach a kench to my back with rope.
There we go. That's what I'll check.
Well, thank you for the lanterns.
Yeah, he thinks and thanked as well. Excuse me, as well.
Also, I resetted the thing, so
I saw it. Yep.
That's all right. So now that you're ready, or as ready as you want to be,
I get rope and
I will
like
prep the zone.
ropes and pins. With the rope and the hook thing. And I think we already got a crowbar, right? Do we have a crowbar?
I have nothing. I started literally not. I have money.
Let me see. Let me see if I have a crowbar, even though I'm not going to be the one using it, obviously. Let's see. Do I have a crowbar? Those are really good to have. So I usually have them. Let's see. I do not have a crowbar, if you can believe it. So I buy a crowbar, obviously. That is something I buy before we go, definitely.
I'm just doing the map here.
Look at the price of a crowbar in the background. But I have the thing here anyway, so I just have to. Oh, be right back.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys. You know, if I can find it.
I'm just making the map. Or at least, like, okay, for anyone who's watching, I don't really use, like, pre-made maps. I just make one on the spot.
Whoops.
I'm back. Oh, was there a thing with a hook or something with ropes or I don't know,
Yeah, it's called a grappling hook.
grappling hook? Let me see. Look that up here. There we go. I found it.
Making as much as possible here for you guys. So, anyway,
Yeah, that'll do, I guess.
I should have done this quick, like earlier, but I was just distracted. If I got up earlier, I would have fucking had this already made. But I was burnt out from work.
Understandable.
Understandable.
Oh yeah, we don't have a real. Oh yeah, we have a healer. Yeah, you still have your healing stuff, sort of. It's just over time. So yeah, we should be good.
So that's what he looks like.
Oh, let me see.
Oh, where's he?
Spooky snack.
Where do you put it?
He put it in the group chat.
Okay.
Behold, a spooky
Wow, that looks
There
a
we
lot
go.
spookier than I imagined. I imagined something like more friendly-ish looking.
No.
Not gonna lie.
He mentioned mutations. I mean, Dragon mentioned mutations, so.
That's like the type of thing where if you walk into the wrong town, they're gonna immediately try to burn you.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just something about his personality that's just disarming.
I mean, he
maybe.
did. I mean, he did seem friendly regardless. And you know, when you're traveling with a cancer patient of a peacock and two really fat fish, you don't really have too much desire to care about people's looks.
Yeah, like eventually he understands it's some kind of weird schizo problem or something, and he just got over the appearance. And it's not. He's just a friend now.
A big friend. This is our friend Carl. Carl's been through a lot in life.
Carl, that kills people.
Yeah. Carl's killed a few people in his time, but he's always been sorry about it.
We will see.
And then he just does
happens.
it again.
Carl
that kills people.
I love
People
that.
die when you kill them.
People die when they are killed. You ever see that? Like, I fucking hate that trope so much in Fate. Such a hilarious. It's hilarious, but I hate it at the same time. It's just
people die when they are killed.
because like if you ever watched any of the Fate series, you would know that like there's always one character that says that every series for it.
That sounds annoying and ruins the anime. Unless you're watching it ironically or
They
something.
had one in Grand Order. They had one in Unlimited Blade Works.
You're not ever watching Fate. You're playing the gotcha game because you're a degenerate. That's how it works.
Okay, so I'm just gonna They had a reveal area now for the first part of this.
Gotcha.
I gotta use polygon reveal because this cave is wonky.
Welcome to the little cave wonk.
I have no idea how much DR I have,
Welcome to
but
Cave
it's
Wonk.
Probably
down
check
slowly.
before you go
for
buying
me.
things.
I remember.
Oh no,
gave
there's enough.
you-
There's enough. There is
I-
enough, but it's going down slowly but surely.
Welcome to
but-
Cave Wonk.
I remember I gave you some money when we sold the loot from the bandits. Don't remember.
Yeah, we
how
got
much it
that
was.
as well. It's not that big deal. I have like almost 2,000, but like it's going down a little bit. It's like being like a little bit here and there.
I'm just considering if I need anything in particular. I probably should. It's a cave, so there's not much space. Maybe a carry mule. Do they sell mules here?
No. They don't have a stable.
Do they have a car? No, that's too expensive.
A cart wouldn't be expensive.
Sure.
I think.
Yeah, but I think it might be cumbersome taking through a ruin.
Well, it's more
Yeah,
like
that might
probably
not
there's
work.
rails. So. Oh, you meant a normal cart. I was thinking a mining cart.
I mean, maybe if we bought like a
Yeah,
mining
that
cart,
yeah, that's
maybe,
a
but
little.
I'm just
I mean,
currently
they're probably
making more room while you guys are doing that.
sure.
Carts
Like,
are
I'm not
pretty
gonna
nice
do
to have,
any of the base, so we can just talk for.
but they're
remaining
not good
10
for
minutes.
caves.
Like I have like tops like 10 minutes, so
Okay.
we started pretty late, so
Yeah, sorry
then we
about
were
that.
also taking
Like
sheets and
we'll have to just make this a two-parter for this week, pretty much, because of the situation.
post it in a Discord though, so Dave can see it in case he wants to show up.
It's cave time.
You guys are all fine on Saturday, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yep.
Like my Saturday game hasn't gone back up, and no one's saying anything about a one shot, so I'm fine at the moment.
What about you, Kane?
I'm fine.
Okay, good.
There we go.
How about you, Scorpio? You
Saturday.
good?
We
Good.
gonna do same time on Saturday?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Or earlier potentially,
Yeah,
like
Saturday,
1 hour early.
Saturday I can do any time. Like I could just stay up all night if needed.
Yeah, well, no one else wants to do that, Fernand.
I would.
I mean,
Good.
you would.
I
but,
would if
like,
my
normal
parents allowed
people
me.
don't want to stay up all night.
I would if my
could go
parents
4
allowed
or
me.
5 hours. That's fine.
The problem is, MK. I'm basically nocturnal.
Yeah. I mean, I
I'm
am
also
too.
nocturnal.
I'm naturally nocturnal, but I'm prevented from being nocturnal.
But I do indeed have a level of burnout I can take.
Yeah, I'm gonna say like a certain amount of time. I'm playing a certain amount, but timing wise, I don't care. I can just do it whenever it's available.
Yeah, that's fine.
You know, I
guess
feel like
Saturday.
lazy. Instead of looking up what to buy from the item list, I'm just gonna look at my old character and what I normally carry.
You know what, Kane? I'm not gonna lie. I think in some capacity, your snake person is cute.
Thanks.
If you want, I can basically stop it here, and we can just resume it tomorrow once we get like set up. Because then Fernandez will have time to join in. We can just all play it.
I mean, sure, that sounds fine.
That sounds fine.
If anything, we can just do 1 or 2 more mini quests in the town.
If you want to do some mini stuff, yeah. I'm just dicking around with the fucking dungeon, making it more elaborate. If you don't want to spoil it for yourself, just don't look at the stream.
I mean, I never do anyway.
Yeah, I would assume like it wouldn't be wise for anyone to watch the stream where they can literally see through fog of war and
Hold
Okay,
on,
I'm
guys.
not-
Let me abuse the system that Greg is using.
You there is a problem though. If I do notice it, I will be adding things in.
That's fine.
I'll be escalating. it's like
So I
notice,
shouldn't.
though.
I shouldn't look until like Saturday after Saturday or something.
Basically,
or until, or for the whole duration of the.
If you don't want to spoil it yourself, just don't use it.
Just don't use Twitch.
I just find it funny, Greg. How do you assume you can know?
I can see who's viewing.
No, what I mean is,
No,
what
you
I mean
can't.
is it okay to see your streams at all? Your streams at all after
Yeah, after
the
a certain
dungeon?
point.
Oh yeah, after.
Okay,
well,
okay, good.
Actually, not sure.
I'd say after completing an area. Like if
Okay.
an area has fog of war, I would recommend after you complete like the full
Yeah.
fucking area itself.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
Okay,
So-
because I want to watch the streams as well, because I'm a weirdo and I like
Well,
to
I mean,
watch
the
the streams
and
anyway.
the YouTube vids are the same.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The only difference between stream and YouTube vids is that the stream is ongoing as we're playing.
So I think I found something I need. I don't think I have any war skins.
Also, thank you for the lanterns, Kane.
You're welcome.
I honestly had forgotten. Like I didn't.
I'm not joking here though. It is gonna be kind of big.
I mean, I would expect that of a ruin in a cave.
I'm gonna
I
try.
just hope we're not violently molested by spiders.
You hope they won't, or you hope you will?
I hope they won't. I would prefer not to be. But what happens happens. This isn't a furry campaign.
Keep in mind the giant spider thing may or may not be related to the ruins.
I mean,
They could have just dug into another cavern system and just literally caused a spider that was just had spiders in it or some shit.
imagine. I mean, this is also true.
Like,
The ruins could actually just contain like a Draco Lich, and the spiders are just a by proxy.
they're just nearby.
The Draco Lich is like, they're nice neighbors, you know. Sometimes they hand me people. Like it's good. It's good.
Sometimes they hand me a crab.
Yeah. I mean, only in Greg's campaign will a Draco Lich gracefully accept a crab.
Anyway, I guess we can just stop you here then, and if you guys want, or
Up to you.
do a few more side bits in the fucking town, either one.
Mm-hmm.
Don't think we had, unless someone has an idea. I don't think we have too many things we can do in town.
That's what I was assuming, because like, unless you want to just randomly find people, just harass the locals.
Yeah. Let's go ask people how they feel about the mayor. Hey, does anyone here like the mayor? And just you suddenly get 12 people all kicking in the door. Who said the mayor's name?
Who dare says the mayor's name?
Which one of you motherfuckers said you liked the mayor?
Also, is Fernandez there?
I'm here for now.
I'm giving
Did
you
I
the
just hear
crowbar
smash?
because it's too heavy.
I think I just heard a smash ultimate sound.
What?
So you give me a crow.
I don't know.
Because it's too heavy for me. I think it's 5 pounds. I don't know.
I did
Pretty sure it's
hear a
5
Smash Ultimate sound, but I believe you if you said you did.
And I think the rope is heavy too. Let me look. Let me look actually really quickly. So the grappling hook is. Holy
So-
cow! The grappling hook is heavy too.
What
Yeah,
happens,
it's a piece of metal.
So what happens when you go over your limits for the
You start getting slowed down and penalized for it.
Yeah, what's the first level of penalties? Just like
Allow me to check for
half
you.
movement, disadvantage on dexterity and strength saving throws.
that's just the first level.
Yeah, the second level is you cannot move at all, and there was something. Oh, you don't get dex to AC.
Yeah, the second level is like double your carrying weight, right?
That's the final one. There's only there's
medium and there's light, medium, and heavy. Light is your default. Medium is your
below half.
first penalty, and high encumbrance basically just heavy encumbrance basically just means you just can't move. You're just stuck there.
Yeah. The medium is below double your carry weight, and the third is above
Anything higher than
double your
that.
weight.
Although I will start doing
Also-
bludgeoning damage to your character if you have too much weight after a certain point. Because at that point, your character you're just
Also-
trying to crush your character at that point.
Also, I just like give you all this, and you see me struggle with it, like just barely able to carry it, like almost falling over.
Are you only able to carry 25 pounds or some shit?
Yeah, he's a weak- he's a weak-
50 total, but after 25, I am encumbered. So I'm almost completely encumbered, almost.
Okay, so how much for this stuff, Greg?
That's quite a bit. Okay, one moment. Also,
You
I'm
could
just
also
gonna,
just give me a rounded price. I don't care if I have to pay more. Just save both of us the trouble of calculating it.
no.
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 I guess that's illegal.
I'm just busting your balls here. I'm just gonna find the more expensive items and just go off of that.
I know the most expensive one is the. Is it the magnifying glass or the I think it's the magnifying glass. Right? No, it's spyglass. Spyglass is most expensive.
I don't think you can afford a spyglass.
Isn't it like 1,000 or 10,000? I can't remember.
A spyglass is 8,000.
Oh yeah, remove that.
They're not
I think I
cheap.
can. I
They're
think
they
I can
really
afford
are.
everything else. I think.
Yeah. All right. So let's see here. Based on all the crap you're asking for, merchant scales. Can you even carry all this?
I'm pretty sure I can.
We can
Really
spread out the load.
done.
We can spread the load.
I can't
Yeah.
carry anything. I'm at like 64, 65.
I can carry stuff, but I'll be encumbered.
I'll carry stuff.
Yeah.
He
can
barely
take
has
six
any
out.
carrying capacity used up on his end.
Here's mostly what I'm carrying, like wire skin, inkwell.
Screw it. I'm just gonna
band.
declare it 2,500 DR. Screw it.
I'm not. Oh no, you're not getting away with that. I'm calculating everything.
Yeah. But then I realize I'm streaming and I don't feel like fucking having everyone here, just anyone who's watching, just sit here while I do fucking accounting work.
Well, we'll just stop the stream then.
Look. I offered the suggestion. You're the one who was like, nah.
Then I start calculating, and then I realize how long it takes me to get through like a whole fucking list, and I'm like, okay, fuck it.
That's why I didn't want to do it.
I swear all y'all got like some matrices problem in your brains.
It's more of a fact, yeah, like effective. I don't feel like fucking like having people sit there and watch while I just do economics.
Plus, I don't have much
That's
time
not
right
what
now.
that is, but sure.
Like some form of economics where I'm trying to figure out what the pricing would be in that area.
What's the real estate? What's the real estate in this area?
Yeah. Do you
Anyway.
guys want to go to the library for the end session?
Sure, what's in the
Yeah.
library?
Books.
Oh yeah.
They don't have a
Oh,
library
well,
here.
No
damn
library.
it.
This is a handyman shop. There's no library here.
God
There
damn it.
is, however, a goblin with a bunch of dirty books.
Is
How
the
much
goblin
for a
dirty
book?
too, or
Is
just
he selling him, or is he like? What does he look like?
When I say dirty books, I'm not meaning that kind. I'm just saying that.
no
Oh,
one
wait.
said anything.
Wait. Are they
said-
that kind or not that kind? Now I'm confused. I was thinking normal.
Yeah, they're
books.
just nastily made.
Okay, that's what I thought. But then you said that, I was like, oh wait, shit.
No,
are
I'm just
those
saying
the-
that because of the fact that, like,
No, I didn't even.
I assume
think about
someone was doing that.
No, you see, this was the self-fulfilling prophecy. You destroyed yourself.
it. Good job, Greg. Good job.
I defeat
So
myself
I'm just gonna
in order
observe
to
these
defeat
books,
everyone else.
and does he look like a merchant?
No, he's just a goblin with a bunch of weird books. They're like fucked up.
Yeah, I
pretty
don't
much.
bother unless he looks like a merchant or
He's
something.
apparently hoarding them. They're most of them have scribbles in them. They're ruined beyond belief. Like they're bad. They're shittiest quality. This is the shittiest quality books you've ever seen. Pretty much.
I'm gonna go work right now.
Okay.
Please go.
Mhm.
Well,
I'm
we're
gonna
gonna
just roll appraise and see if there's anything that looks interesting at all.
throw a praise, and then we'll end the session afterwards.
10. No, there is nothing good.
You know what? You know what's here?
What?
The total value of these books is only 5 DR. They are trash. Literal trash. You could recycle it and get 5 DR.
Are you money laundering?
Anyway, that'll be it for today. That'll be it for this session. At least today. Tomorrow we'll definitely do it.
hope everyone enjoyed.
Because I want the schedule change is
Yeah.
going to be a necessity, pretty much.
Hey, Greg. Can I negotiate the price for 50 DR cheaper for the things I ordered?
50 DR cheaper?
50.
Yes, roll a persuasion. Check, basically. Roll a persuasion check.
Let's see.
Awesome.
Persuasion.
How did you enjoy today's session, Kane?
Enjoy
I
the little.
actually have that.
Don't worry, there'll be more
I
tomorrow.
loved it. Yeah, but I loved it.
I'm glad.
I'll fall into a pit probably.
I'm gonna
Unless
be
I'm too
honest.
fat for
I wasn't super hyped because like I already knew I wasn't going to do much because of my time limit. So
That's why we're moving it to Saturday so you can do something.
Yeah. Also, Greg, I do apologize that we had to waste so much time updating my shit.
That's fine. We're moving it
Yeah,
to
it
Saturday
happens.
anyway, just so we can ensure that it stays that way. So we can actually get things running and have everyone stay around a decent amount of time at least.
And
Yeah.
don't worry, if anything, I only blame Greg because I did mention Greg like literally yesterday about it.
I was hoping you would have like some of your stuff put together
You
already.
say that every time, Greg. How many times has that?
Can't I be an optimist and just still like?
No.
I guess I can't. I guess I can't be a fucking optimist then.
No optimism for you. You've been banned from optimism.
Your optimism is they could survive this shit. 5 minutes later, probably fully dead.
If I'm optimistic about something, you should be worried. That's
Your
all I'm gonna say.
optimism is why people die.
It'll be fine.
It'll be fine. And meanwhile, there's just like
last words.
I'm literally fucking relearning the system, and Gregory's over here like, oh yeah, they can fight this thing 12 CR above them.
Yeah.
no,
I'm
I
gonna-
threw that in there because that was a really bad fucking. I threw a mountain giant in there because it was a
Oh,
really
yeah.
bad fucking
Dude.
encounter.
That
I
was still
remember-
funny, regardless.
I'm gonna
but-
go, but I will leave with one comment.
Yeah.
Greg, in my first session of like the campaign before the last one, I went out of the gates, the city gates, from my first session, first hour. I found a fucking steel Leviathan. You know what a fucking steel Leviathan is? You don't want to know what a fucking steel Leviathan is. That's what I'm telling you.
I know what it is. I'm terrified.
Gonna
I
have to run
mentioned
like-
that for the first encounter of the session.
gonna have
of
to run like a
campaign.
D&D game here so people understand what like a balanced situation looks like.
I got scurry killed and I managed to escape.
The common thing with
I wasn't-
my system
I
for
wasn't
anyone who's
even-
watching is that it basically I keep things mostly unleveled, which means that
Which means it's a clusterfuck.
unless it's like unless it's like bandits ruins that you're exploring for the first time that isn't fixed, aka not just a random job, you know? There's a good chance it's probably not designed for your level unless you're like higher level, like around like 10 or something, you know? But that's where the notice board system comes in.
It's
To
basically
let you
know
do
how
things
in
without having to
Fallout-
worry about dying.
It's basically like how in Fallout 4, how if you explore north a lot at the very start, you have a chance of just dying. Yeah, it's just Greg's system.
Yeah, you don't want to like. It's not like keep in mind like that's just how I run it. It doesn't need to be that way.
If you ever choose to be merciful on people, Kane, as a DM, you can.
Alright.
Or you could just go the way of Dwarf Fortress and just make it so everyone you just perish and get a little better every time.
That's just Dark Souls.
Nah, because Dark Souls you can survive it at one point.
I mean, if you die, you can survive Dwarf Fortress too.
No, because your computer can't survive Dwarf Fortress after a certain point.
I mean, this is also
No.
so happens when
Is
you play something that was supposed to run on CPUs in 1990.
Well, the problem was with Dwarf Fortress was it's incremental. It uses up more and more as it goes because it keeps generating more and more history as more shit happens. Yeah.
Some guys got
Yeah.
like a 20-year Dwarf Fortress game going right now.
It's ultra mega simulation.
Anyway, I'm gonna end the session. I'm gonna end the stream now. Just so
See
for
you
anyone who's
next
watching
time.
is clear, I am moving this to Saturday, and it's gonna start tomorrow again.
Wonderful.